Now, just on this year, what will be happen? We can't say. If the paper pattern is similar and the preparation are similar and the paper will be similar to that of this year in 2025, that will be more and more difficulties in physics paper. And the same difficulties will appear in the chemistry and the mathematics also. Mathematical paper are long but it's not difficult like as physics paper. So basically what is going on? The subject are being taught the generalization mindset process. How to think the activity, how to think the changes in nature generally. How to apply the general formula, how to apply the general approach from the derivation of the formula. What is concept? It is a simple word we can say now that concept. What is concept? Concept is a collection that has a collected platform on which you are standing with your subject that belongs to the theoretical approach, and this belongs to the mathematical approach, this is belong to the mathematical method and procedure and various mathematical equations you are using in the question for solving the questions. So the approach should be general. When we set a paper on general approach, that will be difficult because our practice are a routine practice, and we are practicing the previous paper, question paper, and the easy level book, private book. We are not seeing the proper pattern of NCERT. We are not observing the variation of the questions that can be formed like as NCERT questions. If we study one single concept from NCERT, we learn it, but it's not uh, sufficient to do the exams. We have to uh, also suggest a variety of more questions that like this based on this concept, how the particular concept can be inserted into another chapter. If we study about the major subject and most crucial subject in medical and entrance examination, that is the physics. And now the application of the laws in physics is a typical matter. If we apply the law in simplest form, that we can use this directly, but when we apply it, we make a question on the general approach of this formula and the derivation and something more, that the language of the question will be crucial and it is not understanding what the question is saying. So this type of problem are facing students in this year 2025. Not other physics paper have simple paper, the journal paper, but the practice is not such a way that we can consider the NCERT variations and NCERT spreading process, so how to spread the NCERT concept. Now I am certain about it. This is not beyond the boundary of NCERT. You are surprising that nothing is NCERT from this. Everything is from the NCERT of this, but you are not have a diversity of questions that are approaching to NCERT on the general mindset. You are using the alternative method, alternative mindset, and the teachers and also some pupils and around us, the surrounding behavior of the subject, language of the subject, and a book published in the private publications that have a large book. It is an of the 2000 pages book. This is not the collection of the previous year, the randomize your mind. If we study linearly the subject and we approach step by step the subject, then we can learn uh, the total overall subject, and we can do paper up to 70 to 80% easily. Normally that's for our board exam, that's for a Neet exam, that's for JEE and any entrance exams. But if there is necessary that how to think generally, how to avoid the alternative method. If you have alternative method, you are satisfied that I have solved the problems, but it's not sufficient. You have to set up, you have to develop a general method how to solve this question. And the make, we should try to make some question that is based on general approach. And If we use the general approach on a particular question, that will be a simplified solution, and we can understand the question properly. We can study the language whenever we are studying the language in the examination hall, that we can find the solution in the 1 by 10th part of the second. The mind demands to click the concept to solve the problems. 1 by 10th part of the second is only sufficient to click the solution and approach of the questions when are reading the question in the examination hall. So we avoid the frustrations of the question paper, because a major number of students are frustrated taking about the question paper, how which type of the question will be asked that. But the frustration is normally being, but it's not permanent. After some time, 2, 3, 5 minutes, the frustration gone away, and then we have started our papers. But if we want a regular frustration after a certain time, after 10 minutes, after every question, we are frustrated. After how first we study the question, after that we are frustrated thinking about it. That is regular frustration, but this is a lack of the general approach. We are not completely the basis concept. We have not the diversity of the process and diversity of the formula applications and diversity of the question, but this is a self-study process. The book are not sufficient for this. To do this, you have to maintain the self-study process. First you learn the book, first you learn the formula, derivation of the formula, and then after that some questions from the book. Then after this you have to practice to make a question of such a type of the new formations that requires a general approach. If you have alternative of what I am saying again, that about the alternative method, and you should maintain the general method for this. So thanks for listening this video, and I hope the students working hard for their survival on the basis of education, because education is the most important at this time. Many types of survival are available in natural happenings and living life. But this time is a time of the physical world. Everything you are related to technology and the approach of technology, and you want everything made of technology. Whereas a mobile car is something that is household of the Lord. Yeah. So it is very difficult and very crucial time, because the changes in nature is very fastly moving. You think there are the 5 years the reformation of occur in nature. So at this time, what we should do to be a planner, to live a plain life, that will be a simple approach, general approach. Simplicity is the best policy in education. Don't attempt any shortcut. Don't be a fool about the teacher which are giving you a shortcut, a chapter of 3 hours in one shot. You find in the social media that YouTube like something. How we can maintain a chapter in one shot in 3 hours? Not easy to do. But the student want this, and the teacher are saying that this will confirm about you, but this will harass you, depression will occur. But I am observing different thing that is not my time, that is the student of class 11, 12 are facing a depression and the disorder, anxiety disorder, thinking about the education, they are not finding the proper solution. But this is not, their teacher don't wants to study more. Teacher don't wants to learn more. Teacher don't wants to make any questions. They are watching the previous year, the collection last year, the 40 years of questions, the board exams and other exams. That is a collection of question. We know well, whenever a new question, new approach, a new general mindset will be required in examinations, that will be difficult to think about it. So be careful, be linear, be simple, and be aware of the of this type of people, this type of teacher that are saying that they are a shortcut to maintain the subject and they are to maintain a life achievement in the world. You will be something amazing in a short time. But because we are seeing that some people jumps their life that find money in some time that is not, but that is not achievement. It is a peak of some people, the hyper uh, and instantaneous randomness in nature, not more than it. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me and be careful about it. Okay, be linear, be simple, and explain everything carefully. Spend your time on self-study. Don't anybody can do anything for you, and if you can do for you, it is clear fundamental in the nature. Thank you very much.